What? Tell me more about the antler, man.
Okay, I've given this talk a lot, and so I'm just going to give it to you in a nutshell here.
Yeah. I don't need any like the details. I'm just kind of like, how's it going?
Here's the basic thing. Deer and all the cervid animals, which are deer and elk and moose and caribou, they all regrow their entire rack every year and drop it every year, right?
Yep.
So that's the only mammalian organ that completely regenerates. All of the other mammalian organs, of course, if you cut them off, they don't grow back, you know? So it's like a lizard's tail or something.
Yeah.
Except even better, because the lizard's tail only falls off in an emergency. This thing falls off intentionally, it grows back perfectly. Whereas like a lizard's tail grows back a little distorted.
Yeah.
So it's a rare organ in the animal kingdom. Now, obviously, as you know, that's only on the male animal.
Yep.
And it represents basically the sexuality of that animal, right? So the size of the rack is obviously completely about the animal's, or what we'd call the stag. It's about the stag's like sexuality and his performance level.
Yeah.
So it's already, if you can understand nutrition from that kind of shamanic perspective, or you understand that you are what you eat,
Yeah.
it's like that's what that is. Okay, so anyway, that animal during that period of its growth, which is from the beginning of like March until summertime.
Yeah, it's like right now.
Yeah, it's right now. He's going through the growth phase. Hang on a second. I'm putting a sweatshirt on. I'm going to come back to you in 1 second. And basically, he's getting ready for the rut.
Yeah.
So for 3 months, he's just hanging out, like allowing this rack to grow because it's really soft. It's in its velvet stage where it's like furry and spongy and soft. And he's hanging out and he's just preparing. So he's eating, he's getting ready, he's getting his strength up. At the end of that 3 months, the first thing he's going to do is go fight a whole bunch of males and establish his dominance as alpha. The second thing he's going to do is go fuck a bunch of does.
Yeah.
So it's basically like everything going on in his body is getting him ready for fighting and then mating.
Yeah.
So he's full of all kinds of hormones and growth factors and amino acids and things like that. But there are 24 growth factors known in deer antler, at least. More being discovered all the time. But there's 24 growth factors, and they're all the same kind of, like IGF-1 is one as an example, that are the kind of things that steroid users inject into themselves.
Yep.
But when they inject them, obviously they're injecting synthetic forms where there's no cofactors present, because they're not injecting whole foods, they're injecting one synthesized molecule.
Yep.
So when you use the deer antler, you're getting the whole food product.
Yep.
It contains all of the factors. So what it is basically like a super concentrated sexual potentizer.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, the effects are outrageous. They're honestly outrageous. If you take a lot, because you can take like the prescribed amount, which will basically give you really hard erections. It gives you the ability to get hard real quickly after orgasm, if not just staying hard. It increases muscle mass. It burns body fat. It just does everything that would happen basically if you were taking testosterone.
Holy shit, man!
It increases your testosterone. But it also increases the amount of pheromone output you have. It increases your sex drive. It increases the sex drive in women. It increases sexual desire and pleasure for women.
Wait, so women can take this as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And for 5,000 years, it's been there's 3 herbs in Chinese medicine that are considered the top 3, and they're ginseng, reishi, and deer antler. So that's the top. That's the.
God, why haven't we heard about deer antler?
You've heard. It's been around. It's been around, and it cycles through culture from time to time, and then people kind of get, forget about it, and then it comes back or whatever.
Are pro athletes on this stuff?
Tons of pro athletes, tons of bodybuilders. Yeah.
Wow. And so you're taking it, you're tincturing it and taking it in like a droplet form?
What we have is, we have something crazy actually. We have probably the strongest one. Well, I know we have the strongest one on the market. We have 2 versions of it, but we've had both standardized. See, in clinical herbalism right now, the whole thing is can you get an herb standardized so that you know how much medicine is in it?
Yeah.
Because one person might give you one herbal supplement and somebody else can give you another herbal supplement, and they can have completely different amounts of the medicine in them because they're naturally grown, compared to a pharmaceutical, which is a pure synthesized molecule, so every doctor knows exactly how much medicine they're working with, so they can work with it in milligram doses.
Yeah.
But with herbs, it's not been like that, so they want to get it standardized. So what we have is standardized to 100 micrograms per bottle, which is it's like a clinical dose.
Yeah.
We have it now. So what we have is 45 pounds of deer antler concentrated down to 1 pound,
Fuck.
which is like
Jesus. It sounds unprecedented.
Yeah, it's crazy. And so, but what's cool too is if you take big doses of it, it becomes like a stimulant, and you actually get like a buzz on it. It helps keep you awake. It keeps you like really pumped.
Really?
Like, we've been using it. Like I used it all that weekend while I was touring. It's like the bottle's like a month's supply. I've been through 3 bottles in 3 weeks. And, it's outlandish.
Wait, so are you are you taking this on a daily basis?
Yeah, take it every day.
Take it every day.
Yeah, the Chinese say that if you take it every day over time, it increases your Jing. And I don't know, you familiar with that means? Your Jing?
My Jing?
You have
Jing,
you have Ji, Qing, and Shen.
Yeah.
Jing, Qi, and Shen. Your Jing is it's like your Qi is your daily energy. Your Shen is your spiritual energy.
Okay.
You know, the more Shen you have, the more spiritual you are. The more Qi, Qi is what you replace when you go to sleep. But your Jing is like the guy who's the college or like the high school varsity football player quarterback. He had a lot of Jing, and the guy who's like the dork, who's like the runt, he had almost no Jing. Jing is like your core essence that you're born with. So Jing is hard to build. If you don't have a lot of Jing when you're born, it's hard to build. There's not a lot of substances that build Jing. The Chinese say that deer antler will build Jing for somebody. So if somebody didn't have a lot of Jing, it's a way to actually build it right from the core, and the longer you take it, the more it will build that. So short term, it builds strength. Like I said, it burns body fat, it builds muscle. Long term, it increases Jing, and so it's the superior longevity tonic.
Wow.
It's outrageous, dude. I mean, this is basically, it's the top of the top.
It's the top of the top. When did you first discover deer antler?
I've known about it for a long time.
You know, but for a long time.
Yeah.